When you think of drag today, you might think of dips, of splits, and how it's out in the open. It's actually very different compared to what it used to be like. While it's hard to pinpoint when exactly drag performances started in Connecticut, one of the earliest known performances happened back in 1931 at the Hartford Capitol Theater, right across the street from Hartford City Hall. That's when Niles Marsh took the stage, and at the time, the Hartford Current referred to Marsh as a non-too-serious feminine impersonator. From there, drag went underground until a series of events brought it into the political sphere and changed the world forever.
While Paris was burning, Hartford sizzled.
Over the decades, Dr. Richard Stillson has made Connecticut their home, both as a therapist and as Mucha Mucha, the mother and grandmother of the House of Pleasure drag family, a matriarch who guides and mentors drag newcomers.
I'm the one that gives birth to the kids, gives them their names, and then we guide them in the process of what it's like to walk the runway and dress for what the category calls for.
Mucha came to be in the 90s after Stillson met their drag mother as a student while at UConn. That's her in the Marie Antoinette wig, right there, Vincenza Placet.
She came in and she wasn't in drag, but you just kind of felt her presence.
For decades, drag in Connecticut was an underground art, kept away from people's eyes, even their own family. The 70s is when everything changed, after the State Liquor Commission attempted to shut down West Hartford's Finocchio Bar.
That brought drag into the political scene, if you will, and it was the UConn Law Department that took on that case and helped to overturn that.
From there, drag queens and kings continued to find their homes on stage in Connecticut clubs, and slowly became more public in the coming decades. From pride celebrations to television shows like RuPaul's Drag Race, which premiered back in 2009. Several Connecticut queens have appeared on the show. Season 9 winner Sasha Velour lived in New Haven growing up, but later moved to Brooklyn before they appeared on the show. Season 15, however, was when Connecticut drag truly shined, as Robin Fierce, Amethyst, and Lucy LaDuca made their international debut. You guys were the nation's first look into Connecticut drag. What was that like?
It was an honor to represent Connecticut drag at RuPaul's Drag Race. There had never been anybody from Connecticut on Drag Race before. And so then when 3 of us got on, we were like, what is It's like that scene in Spider-Man where they're all like looking at each other. And so to be able to be there with them and represent the Connecticut drag scene really meant a lot.
Comedy legend. Joan Rivers is here. Johnny, we have missed you so much.
Oh God, I haven't missed a single one of you.
And while the show has helped LaDuca travel the world, the Connecticut native always finds her way back to where it all started. Because simply, it's home.
I love it here. Could I move to New York or LA? Sure. But I don't like them enough to want to live there. Here, I get to be close to my family. I get to focus on projects here. And I get to still be a part of the Connecticut drag scene, which is thriving, by the way.
A symbol of resilience and the fight at the heart of pride, according to LaDuca. Especially as some corporate sponsors pull their funding from celebrations across the country, it's the continued push drag performers make, LaDuca says, that can make all the difference here in Connecticut.
It's my belief that every single Pride celebration saves lives. Unfortunately, some people have an issue with that. And the thing is, we're not trying to indoctrinate anyone. We're just trying to teach kids that it's okay to be who they are and that there is a huge community for them when they get to that age. I grew up in Ansonia, very, very small town here in Connecticut, and I get messages from young queer people just saying that seeing where I have gone from that small town makes them feel seen and makes them feel like their life is worth living. And that's like the most incredible thing.
If you want to learn more about the history of drag in Connecticut, you can always check out the LGBTQ timeline from the Connecticut Museum of Culture and History. We'll have a link to it waiting for you at fox61.com. In Hartford, Stephen Reels, Fox 61.